Hi folks, today I'm going to talk about the most important thing in your life. I'm going to talk about a healthy body for a healthy mind for your success. It is very important that you develop a healthy body and a healthy mind, especially for the baby boomers, those people who are plus 50 years and over. Those people need to develop that healthy body and that healthy mind that will enable them to succeed in life. What do you need to do? Number one, you need to be able to understand that you need more of those nutrients that gives you the vigor, that gives you vim. So number one, you need a supply of more nutrients, especially vitamin E. And a series of other vitamins. It is very important that when you eat your food, you eat healthy food, nutritious food, and supplement with vitamin E nutrient. Now, why am I saying that? It is quite important to realize that as you age, your body also loses that mental acuity. In other words, your brain, as you go older, it tends to lose that vim, that vigor. So you need to give it that boost. You need to give it a booster. And it is important that when you eat food, you must eat that type of food that will enable you to make your neurotransmitters to be in balance, to sort of give you that energy in those brain cells. No, that is number two. Another thing that is critical is you must avoid the three poisons, which I'm saying these three poisons are sort of white poisons. Number one, you need to avoid sugar. Instead of using the ordinary sugar and the corn syrup and all these other stuff, you need to use stevia and other healthy products that can be of assistance to your body. Number two, avoid flour, white flour like plague, because the glycemic index in that flour is very high. So you need to avoid that. And thirdly, you need to avoid using salt. How I know, especially we African folk, we like food with salt. We like a lot of salt. Each time we eat, we must do sprinkle some salt. And many other cultures do that. But you need to avoid salt so that your body can be enabled to function effectively and have that balance between your healthy body and your healthy mind. Another thing that you need to be doing is you need to get food or to eat food that will enable your mitochondria to function effectively. The mitochondria, of course, are those things within your blood vessels that enable the cell manufacturing. You know that each and every time that you are walking, each and every week, day, month, year, you are changing. Your body is changing. So the cell membranes are changing. And that mitochondrial function need to function effectively. You need, for an example, to take supplements like the coenzyme Q10 with, of course, ubiquinol and other stuff so that you can get that mitochondria to be functioning effectively. For men, one thing that you need to do, in actual fact in South Africa this time, and also I'm a person who travels a lot, I've seen an explosion of prostate cancer. It's sort of an epidemic amongst men. What you need to do, you need to take food and supplements that will enable you to maintain your prostate healthy functioning, that your prostate should be functioning healthily. You should do that as a man. And if you don't do that, you'll end up in hospital or you'll die. But there are supplements, there are foods that you can take if you want to live healthily. You can go to Zamazincume at zamazincume.com. ZAMAZINCUME at zincume.com. You'll find more information of where you can find these supplements. Of course, they are available in different health shops, but at times they'll give you stuff that is not quite up to the standard. You must remember that I've been in public health for quite some time, and I've seen these things, that you need to get quality product when it comes to supplementation. Another thing that you need to be doing for you is to do some exercise. Oh, I know, exercise is a little bit of a challenge to many of us, including myself, of course. You'll find that if you exercise at least 30 minutes per day, not just 2 hours, 3 hours, but 30 minutes. Normally, human beings, our ancestors were not exercising as we're doing, but they were doing chores, work in sort of small, short spaces, but energetically, heavy loads, stones and other stuff. So you need to exercise, and exercise doing brisk walks, swimming, jogging. You can do those things and you can maintain your status. Lastly, you need to restrict your food intake. Wow, it's important that you don't eat too much. You need to restrict the food that you eat. Science has proven that if you take calories, low calories in your body, you extend your life. In actual fact, you sort of reverse your aging. It has been proven in many experiments. And you can even take these days calories that are for calorie restriction. You can take supplements that are for calorie restriction. In other words, restrict, curb what you are eating. Don't eat too much. For an example, you must not eat a lot of carbohydrates. Get some proteins, good proteins, and also get some little bit fat. Forget the fallacy, forget the myth that people are saying that fat causes cholesterol. It doesn't, but you need to take the correct fats. Thank you. Take care and be healthy.